saying?
Don't act like, well, it puts weight on me. No,
No.
it's the shit you eat.
Exactly. That's and you're not doing nothing with that.
Right.
You eat. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing, man. It's a bullshit. This generation that we have, they're lost.
Yeah,
And I say that because as I see these young girls turn up pregnant all the time, and you're having babies with dudes that already have babies that didn't take care of their kid.
Right.
What makes you think you're gonna change? Like I tell my daughters,
You don't get none.
if you really want to judge a man nowadays, see how he treats his mother.
Right.
See how he treats his mother.
Right.
Because if he got respect for his mom, 9 times out of 10 he's gonna have respect for you because his mom has instilled that in
Right.
him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what is mama dead?
Yeah, that's why I said, see.
And hopefully his mama did, try to raise him in the right way, instead of being vindictive.
Exactly. Or always blaming everybody for what happened to you.
Right.
Which you could have took care of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you got a lot of that too, the blame game
Oh, yeah.
that goes around.
Oh, yeah.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tony.
X.
Dave.
About time, Dave.
Yeah, Dave was late, everybody. He was real late.
Yeah.
We start off at a certain time, but Dave,
We try to.
But I called.
but Dave decides he wants to do what he wants to do.
No. My dog decided he wanted to come back outside on me, and I was like, "Have you lost your mind? I just took you out. Why do you want to go back outside?"
So how did you get outside? How was you able to get outside?
He snuck out what I did was I opened the door, and usually what he do, he just stand there. This time he snuck around my legs. As soon as I opened up the door, he darted his butt on out there. I was like, oh, okay, so it's that game today.
There were no kids around, was it?
No, luckily.
Luckily.
Did you pick up that dog too? You got a pooper shooter?
I'm not picking up no dog, nothing.
You supposed to by law.
No, it's a big park. The way he takes craps at is along this little stretch of road that nobody walks on but me and him.
How you know?
How you know?
You ain't
You there all the time?
I'm out there most of the time. I see.
So in other words, you have
And
a
then
life.
you see a big
in
pile.
other words, he has a life.
The big pile be there, and then the big pile just
Disappeared.
Especially when they cut the grass. Let's go.
So they done chopped it up.
Yeah. So
So we talking about that girl at the McDonald's stabbing with no conflict resolution for the young girl, but I think they are already looking at some kind of insanity idea.
I don't think they're gonna get away with that because that's all premeditated.
But how do you and I don't mean to cut you off there, but how do you plead insanity when you left the facility, came back? So that means you had time to think
Right.
and relax
Right.
on whatever it is you're going through.
Right.
But you decided to come back to the job, get in an altercation, and you kill a person.
Right.
That's
That
premeditated.
part.
Because the person you killed, if I'm not mistaken, is the person you had it out with.
Right.
But she's already talking about that the manager was a bully. The manager was talking to him like they was her kids, and she told them that she was gonna take her belt off and whoop them. And so all this, they're gonna look at it as
Yeah, but didn't nobody else try to kill her?
no.
She talked, and she's not the only one she talked to like that, right?
Right.
Exactly.
She talked to everybody like that.
Right.
But no one else said, I'm gonna come back up there and kill her.
Right.
I'm gonna come up here and stab her.
Well, nobody else got
Nobody else
violent
said
with
that.
her.
Nobody else got violent with it. Well, you can always talk to corporate when a situation like that arises. You can talk to corporate and say,
Everybody
hey,
got a boss.
boom, 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 boom. Everybody's got a boss.
Everybody got a boss.
Everybody's got somebody to answer to. So that insanity plea, it wouldn't fly with me.
Well, see, that's why I said that I think we need some kind of mental clinic within our community. A lot of people, I'm just talking about our community, have no conflict resolution. They don't know what to do in those situations. So she probably went home and probably was talking to herself, and herself was telling her, let's go back up and deal with this.
Well, her and herself will be in jail.
They're going to be in jail.
So, but to touch on what you said, we do need some kind of mental, whatever you want to call it, a mental health facility here in the state for us. Because, these white folks, they have it. They have it. And the thing about that is, we don't have the same opportunities they had.
Right.
And I think as long as we're where we are, we're gonna stay where we are. But to your point, we do need that. Because there's a lot of people out here who has a mental disability, and the biggest thing about it is don't want to talk about it.
But you're more closer to the church than me and him being
Him.
Yeah. How do your pastor handle that? Because a lot of people in our community probably feel they can go to the church and they're supposed to go to the church and confess their sins in a way.
I'm mostly Catholic.
But see, I told you, you know. But how do your pastor, you speaking for your pastor, how did he deal with that? Because that's the closest to a mental facility that we have in our community.
Right, churches. Yeah, true. Well, I think, and I can't speak for the pastor because every situation that comes to him is different. But what I can say is, I think prayer. Everybody says, you know, and the Bible tells you, pray and fast. God answers all prayers. And the thing about, I believe about God is, and the old saying is, He may not come when you want Him, but He always on time. And basically is, you have to have a pure heart when you pray. You know what I'm saying? It's got to come from your heart, because He already knows what you want. So it's got to come from your heart. And that part, mental, I think prayer helps, but you have to seek some help, because the pastor can only pastor you and pray for you for so much. You know what I'm saying? But if there is a chemical imbalance in your body, you need to be given some kind of prescription, some kind of medication to cure that. You know what I'm saying? Because prayer alone, I believe, is not going to get you away from what you do. Because see, in the Bible says faith without works is dead. And what that means to me, you can pray all day, but if you're not acting on what you're praying for, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Wasn't that mental institution downtown at one time?
Northville?
Not Northville, it was another one right there on.
No, they had one on. They had a couple. They had one over in the Wayne State community.
I thought the one that was right across from where we go to, from the casino parking lot, used to be one. That tall building right there, they knocked it down. They're gonna make way for a soccer field right there. It used to be right there in the corner. Northville was out there in
Northville.
Right. But this one here was downtown.
But they had one over in Wayne State area also.
Did they?
Yeah. Right there on Woodward Avenue. I remember my cousin wound up in there one day.
So
A little while.
So what do we need to do as a community of black folks to get the help that we need as black folks?
Petition that they put some kind of mental health clinic in our community.
But
if they can put the liquor stores and the weed shops in our community, they can do that. But they have to look at it as what are they getting in return.
Right.
Right.
And that's it.
They
right
got to
there.
get a return.
Because everything is about money.
Right.
Everything is about money.
And
Because
they're looking at, okay, this is an isolated incident. Bam. It'll go away after a while, you know, until the next incident. But it's not something that's prevalent. You know, they're not trying to address something that ain't a ongoing situation.
I would disagree that in our community it is, because a couple of years ago we had a lady who killed her kids and put them in the refrigerator.
Again, you said a couple
of years ago. That's one.
Again, that's an isolated
Exactly.
incident.
And that's what he's saying.
Not something that's happening
on a regular
basis.
Right.
So they're not going to invest in something that's not happening on a regular basis.
That part.
They gonna figure it, well, whoever got issues, eventually you either gonna take care of those issues or something's gonna take care of you.
Yep. You gotta, to piggyback over that, you gotta understand, in our world or in our country, if it don't make money, it don't make sense.
Right.
And what they base it on, what are we gonna get out of helping black folks?
Right.
But here's the thing.
If black folks don't want to
I
help themselves.
was just you took the words right out of my mouth. That's the key. We have enough people in certain positions that we can do this on our own. But where's the people who wants to stand in the forefront? See, you, me, and him, we don't even live in the city.
Right.
We don't live in the city. You know what I'm saying? So for us to say what we're saying, how do we say, well, our people need it? And the first thing they're gonna say is, y'all don't be here. What y'all know about it?
But again,
That's what
like with the
Yeah,
mayoral race right now, they're not talking about no mental issues. They're talking about money we can get brought into the city. We're not talking about nothing of
And why aren't they
something
talking?
that they really need to be talking about. You know, hey, you really need to be talking about.
And why don't they talk about
crime, it? Why we have crime? Why we have young folks doing the things that they doing?
You know why they don't talk about it? Because it's unpopular. That's why they talk about it.
So they'll talk about, yeah, we're gonna bring such and such into the community money wise. The
Jobs, we're gonna bring jobs.
Right.
Ain't nobody bringing no jobs here.
Right.
Let's be honest. Your
you
talking point.
You could be bringing in more companies, you know, downtown to cater to certain clientele.
Exactly.
You know,
The white folks.
but they're not talking about nothing of, you know. Y'all got gambling and things. We got gambling for you.
Yeah.
We got
Gave you recreational weed.
gave me that. So
We got every corner on every corner there's a liquor store.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And what does that do? Stop you from reproducing.
That too.
That's what it is.
And we talked about that earlier about the video games and
Yeah, that
all
too.
that
Right.
keep you.
Yeah, keep
So
you
I mean, there's
right there.
actually nothing. You know, we have a few parks y'all can go to and hang out. You're gonna do the same thing, either drink or
Exactly.
marijuana.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
So there's really nothing. I mean, to look at what kids or young adults got today, as opposed to when we were coming up, you know, it's night and day now. It's like, dang, y'all ain't got really nothing to do. Y'all ain't got nothing to do. So y'all have no way of enjoying yourselves without having to worry about, you know, encounters with some crazy people out there or something. Somebody gonna get a beef on somebody else, so I'm just gonna shoot up a party, or you know, just they don't have nothing out there no more.
And to sit at home in front of that TV, watching YouTube, all that, we didn't have that growing up.
Right.
Matter of fact, when we were growing up, we couldn't sit in the house.
Okay.
We wasn't in the house. We was outside. Get your butt outside.
Right, get outside.
Even in the wintertime.
Right. Get outside.
Get your
do
butt
something.
outside. Do something. These kids, all of them sit in the house. They get fat, or become obese. Their mind is what's on YouTube, what's on Instagram, what's on TikTok. That's what it's all about.
And if it ain't feeding violence, because most of it is.
No, they don't watch
The
it.
songs, the music is feeding violence to
Exactly.
them. The TV set is feeding violence to them.
Exactly.
So what are they picking
But that's
up?
leaning over to the adulthood because you can't, you take a female out now and she wants to take pictures of the food and stuff like
Right.
that.
Because they want that. Everybody wants that little 5 minutes of fame.
Fine.
They want to be able to put something on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the
Or
sad
TikTok,
part.
or whatever else they use.
And that's the sad part about all this, man. We as a black community, we have to find a way to get back to what Martin Luther King was talking about, what Malcolm X was talking about. See, that's the problem. We are divided. We are so divided because we don't understand unity. And like what we were saying earlier, Big Mind's gone.
Right.
Everybody used to go to Big Mind's house,
Right.
cook, eat, party, have fun.
Right.
That was the thing back when we grew up.
Right.
We go to my grandma's house, everybody was there. Your uncles you ain't seen, your aunts you ain't seen, your cousins, everybody was there. There is no Big Mom. Big Mom's 35 years old now. Big Mom 35 years old now.
Right. You got
You got grandmamas in the club with their kids,
Right.
their grandkids.
Right.
I'm 50, girl, I ain't about to be something. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that. Really? Where are your morals? That's where it goes back to what you were saying, the mental capacity of us black folks. Where do we start saying, hey, look at us?
But wouldn't that be considered a generation curse? Because if a certain generation don't understand about morals, respect, maturity, how can they pass it on?
That's
because,
our fault.
Right. Because our schools are not teaching it.
No, not at all.
They're
Not at all.
not supposed to.
But that's our fault.
Right.
All that's supposed to be taught at home.
Right.
But that's our fault. When I say our, that's me, you, that.
Right.
That's our fault. Because we dropped the ball.
Right.
We dropped the ball. We dropped it, bro. Because we got to the point we'll let everybody do what it is that they do. And we'll say,
we'll let the TV
okay, just like my
teach us
daughter
the
here.
morals.
She calls me. What do you want? I'll give you this up. Watch. Hello. No, I'm doing my podcast.
Hi, podcast. This is your daughter.
Hey now.
The what you call it?
Who's in? That's my granddaughter. What? Next week. Yes. Okay.
Mm.
I heard you. I'm on my podcast. I'll call you back. Bye.
That's so nice. She won't go to the gym.
Yeah, she won't be with Dad.
That's not nice.
No, it's not. 'Cause him as a trainer. Woo.
You can lift that. Stop playing.
But stuff like that. We have to get back to, and I'm not gonna say get back to it because I think we've gotten so far away from it. I think we got so far away from it. That hurt it.
Hold on, let me make sure you're all right.
Oh my God, that hurt it.
Laughing. You gotta make sure you're all right.
Oh,
He hit the nerve.
that's not a funny part because it ain't funny.
Are you all right?
Oh God, that hurt it.
Are you all right?
But what I'm saying is we got it, and I don't know if we can even get back to it because we're so old, and this generation behind us is stuck in their ways.
Right.
What you looking at?
You were old.
All three of us old, man. Nigga, you Negro, you old.
He's snitching now.
Yeah,
He's snitching.
whatever. Y'all in y'all
Did you just have
60s.
a birthday?
Yeah, but I'm still not
We
60.
ain't had our birthday yet.
But you know what the thing
But
is?
y'all already 60 something.
You could tell.
You 63.
You could
Boy,
tell.
neighbor, I just
You could
stopped
tell.
years ago. I don't even have a birthday.
But you can tell when you old, you get a birthday, you don't put no candles on it.
That's true too.
I put cameras on mine.
We ain't talking that one.
Right.
That one over
Man,
there.
I'm just saying.
That one over
He put one candle.
I'm not about to put no 50 cents over there, right? But no, seriously, I think because we, as our generation, got away from doing what the generation before us did, that's why we are in a dilemma as a black community. That's why we're in a dilemma that we're in now. Because the children, our children, and our grandchildren have not been taught. They haven't. When the last time, and let's be honest, have we had a gathering of our generation? I think the last time we did, my family, my grandson Tony was 5. Tony's 13 now. 8 years ago. We had 5 generations of that. It was my grandmother, my father, me, my son, and my grandson. 5 generations.
You still do have something similar to a gathering now with everybody included.
You do. You do.
The funeral.
Funerals, right.
funerals.
But see, why is that the only time we gather? Why is that the only time we get together?
Because now nobody wants to do that kind of stuff. I
No.
mean, you I mean, in my situation, like I said, I have some aunts that still have gatherings.
Do you even have brothers and sisters?
I got a sister, my brother passed away years ago. But I have 2 aunts. Yeah, 2 aunts left now. Yeah. And they have things, so I make sure I go over there and see them, you know, see my cousins and whatever else, you know. But it's different, you know, to say the least. It's just different now.
I don't. Me personally, I'm just putting my personal spin on it. I don't see anything coming back to the normalcy that we had when we were growing up.
Right.
I don't see that. And the reason I say, and what you say, your aunties, they still have it. A lot of reasons, let's keep it real. A lot of these people don't want to cook.
Yeah, that too.
A lot of these young girls, a lot of these girls don't want to cook.
Right.
Because it's so easy to Uber.
Right.
Or, I mean, not Uber, DoorDash.
Right.
You know, it's so easy to DoorDash.
Right.
So I don't have to cook.
Right.
You got these women ordering food. This is how our children, grandchildren, kids become obese.
Right.
Because they're ordering out every day.
Right.
I know somebody who orders out every single day for their kids.
And look how much money is wasted.
Come
You
on.
could just as well get a pound of hamburger.
Because a hamburger you eat at McDonald's, you can make that at home.
Right, but I'm just saying,
That
a
got
pound
some
of
plastic
hamburger
in it.
fried
Well,
up.
McDonald's.
McDonald's burger got some plastic in it somewhere.
But I mean, I'm just saying, it's a lot of
Concrete.
simple things.
Yeah.
You know, the simple recipe
Yeah.
that you can do. Just make spaghetti.
Yeah.
You know,
But-
boil some water.
But here's
fry
the
some
thing.
hamburger.
And
Get
here's the
yourself
thing.
some sauce.
Right. Here's the thing, though,
Simple
Dave.
thing.
The fact remains is, it's time consuming.
Right.
And everybody's on the go.